Hello Aries, this is your extended reading. Yeah, so this second part of your reading is filled with synchronicities that are just astonishing. I feel like it really explains to me the first part, but also dives a little bit deeper into what you're feeling, right? Or what you may be feeling right now. So the first card that came through was the Wheel of Fortune. But although this is the first card, it jumped out together with this Ace of Cups. And so these two cards were talking about, you being in this really fateful moment of your life, um, really crucial moment, right? As I said, with the Judgment, I was seeing this doorbell ringing, right? And with this Wheel of Fortune being the first card of your second part, I feel like this is like not only the doorbell ringing, but it's like an alarm, right? It went off. It was just like you cannot wait any longer because you have such a big heart, Aries. You have such a big heart. But the card that came after this Ace of Cups was the Hanged Man. And so, although I feel like it is time to show your heart, right? To open up your heart. I feel like with these two cards, your heart has been in suspension, right? Is what I heard with these two cards. It's almost like you have put your heart in a freezer or in a cage. Actually, makes it makes a lot of sense because of these two cards, right? As I was talking about the closed gate and the open gate. It feels to me that with this Hanged Man, whatever, how can I explain this? It's almost like you took your heart from your chest and you stored it, or you kept it, in a cage, in a closet, somewhere protected, away from being exposed, right? And so I was just seeing you little by little, and you're not even realizing that by doing so, uh, your heart was being strangled. Your heart was being squeezed and hardened, right? And so I was just seeing this tightrope, squeezing your heart, and not in a good way, right? Just tightening your chest and blocking you from feeling, right? And which is funny because here we started off with the Two of Cups, and so you have this desire to share your heart with another, and yet your heart is not available. You have put your own heart in suspension, right? And so the funny thing, which is like amazing to me how the cards just convey these so clearly to me, is that here you start off with the Two of Cups, right? But your heart that is so big has been, tightened and hardened because maybe you didn't want to expose your heart, and so you just locked it, right? But also what's coming through right now with this Hanged Man is that maybe you did it consciously or maybe you did it unconsciously. Either way, this was the opportunity for you to change your perspective on what it means to share your heart, because this Three of Cups that came next was this, it's almost like a new opportunity, because you see here, here you are with this really big heart, but alone. The Two of Cups that I saw, that was, the opening card, to me, it was also alone, right? Because I was seeing you wanting to offer your heart, but being away from your partner, or not having yet found the one, to share your heart with. And so these two cards were very lonely, and with this Hanged Man just confirming to me that yes, you were in suspension mode, right, in regards to your love life, in regards to your heart, in regards to expressing your love, right? But here comes this new opportunity, which is, you know, all this Three of Cups is these three cards all together. You see the one cup here, the two cups here, and this suspension mode, which obligated you, which made you see your heart differently in all of this time that it was being shut down, right? And so here, this Three of Cups is this new opportunity, right? It's almost like this, okay, so what I'm getting here right now is that in order for you to escape this prison that you have built yourself, in order for you to escape this tight rope, right, that you wrapped your heart around, is that you have to, how do I say it? It's like you have to shatter, it's like you have to break your heart, but it's not break your heart as in to have a heartbreak. It's like you have to allow yourself to take the risk, you know, to share your heart and maybe, you know, come to pieces or come to fragments because you're not allowing yourself to put your heart in a vulnerable position to share it truly, you know. And so here is almost like this fragmentation of your heart, but not in a bad way. It's almost like you have to dare to share it. You have to dare to take a piece of your heart and expose it and give it, because what I'm seeing here is that, you know, this is like it's fractaling your heart. Allow it to be shattered, and shattered in a way that is not filled with pain, but filled with the courage to give pieces of your heart to others, right? And so I feel like not only that, because we have this fate card beginning the second part, it feels like whether you want it or not, I feel like this is happening, right? And you have the choice to do this in a way that causes you to feel that you're progressing, that you're doing what is right for you, not otherwise, right? And so I feel like when you dare to, you know, piece your heart and share these pieces with others, or maybe a significant other, I feel like you're going to have a sensation in you that you are not falling apart, you're not breaking down, you're not missing pieces, you're not being taken away. On the contrary, because the cards that followed were the Six of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the King of Wands. So these three cards are this process, this opening up of the heart, this moving on, right? Because here we had a lot of we had actually 4 cards that were number 2, but you know, the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords being this shut down mode of your heart, although you were longing for, you know, this really heartfelt connection. And here we have double sixes, and so, and also water and air, right? Cups and swords. And so, but also not only that, because these two are these paths, this harmonious and open paths, right? Usually I see the Six of Cups as the alignment of the hearts, right? But with this Six of Swords today, it's almost like you allow yourself to go on this journey, to embark on this new path where your heart is so what I'm hearing is that although you are fragmenting your heart to give pieces of it to others, you're not going to feel like you have to pick up the pieces afterwards, because you're not going to feel that you're lacking pieces of your heart. That's what I meant by, shattering or fragmenting your heart in pieces to, let go of this tight rope that you put around your heart, right? And so here, what I'm seeing is that because we go from a 3 to a 6, right? And 6 is the double of a 3, is this multiplication of this sensation that finally you're free, that your heart is free, that your heart is, strong enough, is big enough, is brave enough, right? Your heart is daring, is yeah, the word that I'm getting is your heart is brave enough to love again, right? And this is what is making you, move on, because here you were too stuck and thinking that this journey would be very scary, very burdensome, right? Because you were not seeing the truth of it, the real light that is coming from it, right? But I feel like here you are going to allow yourself to be taken on this new path, right? Because your heart will be very, it's like this, how do I say this? Because what I'm seeing is like, even though you had to break your heart, to fragment it in pieces, in tiny pieces, right? To get away from this place, right? I feel like it's rebuilding, is restoring itself, it's regenerating. Your heart is regenerating itself, right? That's why you feel like there is no sense of lack, right? There is no sense of lack of love, of your own true source of love, right? You are feeding your heart. Your heart is feeding itself, right? And so you are daring to go on this journey where, the way that I'm getting is that at the end of this journey that you're taking this risk to go on, here it is. Here is, this partner of yours, this other, this this person that could present as, whatever scary thought you had, although you wished for connection and you were just too afraid to truly embark in this connection, because maybe you wanted some sort of low-key and tranquil love, right? Not wanting the passionate side of it, that maybe you felt you were like out of control because of the fiery element of this. I feel like the one that comes along, and because, these two cards were the ending cards, the ending card of the first part, and this is the ending card of the second part. I feel like they're one and the same, right? This King of Wands, which is fiery, is the sun, and the sun is this light at the end of the tunnel, which could present itself as this person, as this partner, but showing you that this relationship could be very fiery, very passionate, but also very fulfilling, very happy, right? So one thing doesn't neglect the other, right? Or one thing doesn't take away from the other, right? And so with this, see, with this ending, which feels to me very illuminating for you, I feel like, I don't know what else could come up with the runes, but let's take a rune and see what it has to say about this final guidance. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So the rune that came was the rune for Capricorn. And okay, so there's two things with this Capricorn. First of all, Capricorn is an earth sign, right, Aries? And it's funny because, you know, the earth element here was the only one that you were lacking, because I feel like you were too stuck in your own current circumstances, or, you know, life arrangement, not seeing a way out of this, right? And feeling very stuck. And so, but Capricorn is a sign that is very determined, very ambitious, very objective, and goes to the end, right? When it knows where it wants to go. And so I feel like this is the guidance for you to say, whatever you envision, whatever you long for, whatever you desire to share, and know that the universe is powerfully, you know, helping you. But you have to put the effort, you have to put the work, you have to meet it halfway, right? And so I feel like your work here is to ground yourself, to bring it more to the earth realm, to, you know, put your everything that you envisioned, everything that works beautifully in your imagination, just create it. I mean, you were desiring for a co-creation, but co-creation includes your own creation also, right? So I feel like this guidance is, do your part, right? Put effort, put the work in, work for it, you know, consciously work to open up your heart, to move in this new path, in this new journey ahead. That yes, it could be scary, it could be unknown, but whatever is waiting for you has so much potential, you know, and so much passion, that I feel like you're going to blend, you know, this is the earth element that you're missing. And so this is the guidance, right? Because you already have, you know, the intuition, the emotion, the desire, the creation, the mental creativity, right? This capability of imagining all of these situations and, you know, trying to translate it in a way that it makes sense for you. And so I feel like everything that you have done so far is good, is okay. You have been, you know, doing a great job at, you know, trying to escape the situation and being able to do it, right? But now, you know, this final piece, this final element that is missing to make this a reality for you is the earth, right? So ground yourself, just ground into your body, ground into your visions, and, you know that you have powerful abilities to make this happen, to make this a real manifestation in your life, right? To accomplish great things, right? So Aries, this was your message for today. I hope it was empowering for you. I hope it helps you ground, you know, and achieve whatever it desires and wishes to connect with someone in this real life. I hope you do. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.